Hey friendos, you ready to review division? Alright, I didn't have to yell at you this time. So, let's put our title. Division. Remember the last time we talked about multiplication. And multiplication is just when you take equal groups and you put them together to get a total. Well, division is the inverse of that. We're going to take a total and separate it into equal groups. And just see how many times we can do that. Easy peasy. So, let's get started. Division. Separating. A total into equal groups. So multiplication was putting equal groups together to get a total. In division, we're going to get a total and see how many times we can take equal groups out of it. Easy peasy. Alrighty, so let's see what that looks like. First, let's take a look at what multiplication looks like. 2 times 3. Remember, multiplication is just saying this is 2 3 times. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Easy peasy. We have 2 3 times. And that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I already learned that, Mr. Rodriguez.
Well, we got to make sure we know that for division. So let's take a look at division. I'm going to keep that right there. So, division. 6 divided by 3. So what this is saying is I'm going to take the total 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it wants me to separate it 3 equal times. Well, let's do that one first. So, 1, 2, 3. And what I'm going to do is take one off and put it inside of each of those groups. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right, that was pretty easy. Can I still do that one more time? Because remember, it has to be equal. So we have to make sure each one of those groups gets one. I see 3 groups and I see 3 dots left. So I think I could do that one more time. 1, 1, 1. That one came out a little wonky. So if we look, this is saying if I separate the number 6 3 times, well, I should have 2 in each one of those groups. That means 6 divided by 3 is 2. But there's still one more way to look at it. So let's take another look. Boop, boop. Mr. Rodriguez actually likes this one a little better. So let's look. 3 times 2. What this is saying is 3 groups of 2. So easy peasy. But remember, we're going to look at it a different way this time. So we're going to look at it as 3 2 times. It should be the same thing. That's a fact family. So 1, 2. There's my 2 times. And each one is going to get 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's count the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. All right, that was pretty simple. Now let's look at the other way we can see division. Now this is the one that I like. So, 6 divided by 2. We're going to do another fact family, but we're going to do this one a different way. We're going to put our total first. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's our 6. And this is saying it wants me to separate it by 2s. So before we took out 3 groups and we put 1 in each. This time we would have to take 2 groups and put 1 in each. But there's another way that we can see division, and I think this way is easier. Instead, we're going to go in and see how many times we can take 2 out. That's going to be pretty simple, and it's the same thing. So let's go in and look. I'm going to separate groups of 2. 1, 2. Well, there's 1. 1, 2. Well, there's 2. 1, 2. Well, look at that. That's 3. I still got 3. Easy peasy. So that's our fat family. 6 divided by 2 has to equal 3. I'm going to show you the other way just so you can see them both times. So, magic of technology. Back in time. Oops, I pressed the forward arrow one time. So, this was the first way I did it. 6 divided by 2. Well, it wants 2 groups. 1, 2. So we're going to take some out and put them in equal groups. But remember, we can only take them out if there's equal groups. So, 1, 1, 1, 1. Each one of them has 1, so I'm okay. I think I could do that again. 1, 1. Okay. 1, 1. Easy peasy. Now I think I can still do that one more time. 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. Now let's look at what's inside of one of those groups. I got tongue-tied. So, if you look inside, there's 1, 2, 3. The answer's still 3. But I think this one sometimes can get a little complicated. So, let's look at the other way one more time. Boop, 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 boop. Technology's fun, but sometimes it can be distracting, so you have to use it responsibly. Okay, so I'm going to do it the other way. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take 6 and I'm going to separate groups of 2. I think that's a lot simpler and it's the same thing. 1, 2. There's 1 group. 1, 2. There's 2 groups. 1, 2. That's 3 groups. 1, 2, 3 groups. All right, and I still got 3. And that's division, friendos. In multiplication, you just put equal groups together to get a total. But in division, you're just separating a total into equal groups. Now, my favorite way to do it is this way, where you just take out the equal groups. But if you like the other way, you can still do that too. You set up your groups and then you put 1 in each. The only thing is you always have to make sure you got equal groups. So if you go in there and just take out the equal groups, I think that's a little easier. I'm going to show you one more way before I go away. Hey, I rhymed. I rhyme all the time. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Okay, one more. This time, I'm going to do 9. Ooh, that's an ugly 9. Boop. 9 divided by 3. Okay, so we're going to start with the total. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, this is saying to separate it into groups of 3. So I'm going to go in there and just take out groups of 3 and see how many equal groups I was able to take out. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 group. 1, 2, 3. There's 2 groups. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's 3 groups. That means that 9 divided by 3 equals 3. And the way we check is just with multiplication. That means that if I do 3 times 3, that better give me 9. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 groups, and I'm going to put 3 in each. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now let's count the total. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, I was right, 9. And if you take a really good look, these 2 pictures actually look very similar. 3 groups, 3 groups. Each one has 3. That's because multiplication and division are just inverses of each other. One, you put groups together to get a total. The other one, you take groups out of a total. All right, friendos, I'll see you later. Thanks for practicing division with me. Bye-bye-bye-bye-bye.